Hello, football fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football tonight. It is the DJ 56 Classic as the Waco Lions host the Rattlers from Navasota. I'm Lark Smith along with Hal Harris and the rest of our Leaping Lions production crew as the Lions look for their first win of the season, coming in at 0-3. The Rattlers, meanwhile, come in at 3-0 on the season. Hal, what do you think we're going to see tonight between these two ball clubs?
Well, Navasota comes in scoring 35 points a game, okay, and defensively they're giving up around 21 points. You know, this year they were picked fourth in their district by the Dave Campbell Texas Football magazine. Last year they made the region semifinal game in the playoffs. They take great solace, though. They had their junior quarterback, Jace Jablonski. He returns from being the starter from last year, so he brings a ton of experience. Wide receiver Daquan Pratt will be one of his receiving targets tonight, and they're going to have several players that are going to play both ways. If you take a look at Waco High, like you said, they are 0-3, but last week they did lead Cleburne 20-9 at halftime before eventually falling 37-27. They come in scoring around 18 points a game, giving up about 34 points on defense. Now, their offense is led by B.J. Whitaker, their quarterback, who's passing for about 145 yards per ball game today. He has 4 touchdowns on the year. When it comes to the running game, B.J. Whitaker is their leading rusher, over 108 yards per game, averaging 9.3 yards per carry. He's got Eric Taylor, L.T. Marshall, and Keandre and Dooley are some of his other running backs. Receiving-wise, he's thrown to 8 different receivers so far, so they spread the ball around when they do go to the air.
The junior ROTC from Waco High presenting the colors at midfield. So let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse.
Consisting of right guard, Cadet Corporal Ruben Alonso, American flag, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Eric Palacios, Texas flag, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Maria Carrillo, United States Army flag, Cadet Captain Yoselin Munoz, Waco High JRTC Battalion flag, Cadet Sergeant First Class Oriana Paz. Left guard, Cadet Captain Humberto Pena. Running the Waco High Spirit flags are cadets from Waco High Junior RTC Lions Battalion. We ask that both teams and fans face the colors on the field during the playing of our national anthem.
At this time, if you'll remain standing, we will have the playing of the national anthem by the Waco High School Band.
Captains are going to meet at midfield with our officiating crew here in a moment. There's an officiating crew out of the Waco chapter of Texas Association of Sports Officials. Our referee tonight is Todd Denton. The umpire is Jim Murphy. The head linesman is Rico Harris. Weedy Harris is the line judge. The back judge is Joel Wymore. The field judge is Douglas Daniels. And our side judge is Grant Davis. The captains for the Waco Lions will be number 9, Bronche Dugas, number 22, Ramon Hutchings, number 39, That is Daniel Darden. And number 65, Eduardo Guerrero. Captains for the Rattlers.
Number 9, Ashton Miles. Number 11,
Got at least one in street clothes, and that's number 9, Ashton Miles, one of their seniors that's apparently not playing tonight. Also, you have number 1, Daquan Pratt, and number 11, Jamarius Thomas. We'll turn it over to the referee, Todd Denton, for the coin toss. Appears that the Rattlers have won the toss and still making the decision whether they want the football or the delay.
Navasota has won the toss. They've elected to receive.
They will receive, so Waco High will get the decision in the second half. Weather-wise, a great night for high school football here at Waco ISD Stadium. Game time temperature of 87 degrees. Not much of a breeze. Mostly clear sky overhead. And just another good night for high school football here in middle of September.
You know, one thing that Navasota brings, being a higher Division 4A school, is that they will probably use several players playing both ways tonight.
Again, this is the DJ 56 Classic in honor of former Waco High three-sport athlete Derek Johnson. Played football, basketball, and track at Waco High. A Parade Magazine High School All-American. Was on the first team Class 5A All-Texas team both his junior and senior years at Waco High before joining Mac Brown and the Texas Longhorns from 2001 to 2004 and then going on to a stellar NFL career.
Carlos Rodriguez is going to be kicking off for Waco High, and going deep for Navasota will be Daquan Pratt, number 1 on the far side, and DJ McKenty on the left side.
Going to go to Pratt. He'll pick it at the 20-yard line, bring it to the middle of the field. He's hit at the 25, but spins out of that tackle, and now we just have a scrum moving up to the 35-yard line before Pratt finally is brought down. Navasota quarterback, as Hal told you, is Jace Jablonski. The line in front of him includes the center, Cade Zaragoza, the guard, Sam Thomas and Jose Garcia. The tackles are Mason Warren and Javier Alvera. Canavian Chappelle and Cameron Burrell will share some of the running back duties. The wideouts, Jaden Spriggs, Mark McGinney, Daquan Pratt, and Valentin Castaneda.
Defensively up in the line for Waco High will be Deshaun Moore, Makai Sumner, Javon Dugas.
Pratt goes wide to the far side, Castaneda wide to the near side. The pitch back goes to the running back, Chappelle. He'll get 3 yards up to the 43-yard line, and that's it.
Knocked down by number 44, Anthony Burton, for Waco High.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Send 2 receivers to the right side this time. Rolling that way. Jablonski completes it out on the flat to Jaden Spriggs. And Spriggs gets it in to right up to the 50-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play, and it should pick up a 1st down.
D'Angelo Campos with the tackle for Waco High on the sidelines.
First down of the game. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage go the Rattlers. Wing back to the left of the formation. Now they look back to the sideline. Their head coach is Trey Allen. He and his offensive coordinator deciding on a new play here with 10 seconds left on the play clock. They move the running back, Chappell, to the other side, and now we have a procedure call against the Rattlers. So the false start on first down makes it 1st and 15 and takes it back to the Navasota 45-yard line. Navasota won this game at home last year 34-12. Jablonski only threw 11 passes in that game, completed 8 of them. Looking to pass this time to the left, goes deep down the left side and overthrows his intended target, trying to get that one out to Spriggs.
Defending on the play was Keith Johnson, who is making his 2nd start of the year for Waco High. One person I'm not seeing in the lineup so far on the defense is one of the linebackers, sophomore Lane Jones.
He was questionable for tonight's game. 2nd and 15 at the Navasota 45. Jablonski fakes the handoff, and now we have whistles and a procedure call again, I believe, on the Navasota. Here comes the head coach, Trey Allen. He wants to, I think he's hollering at his ball club about get it right. Second flag in this drive has them facing a 2nd and 20 at the 40. Jablonski looking left, throws left, has a man all by himself, and it's going to be Pratt going all the way 60 yards for a touchdown. Somebody blew a coverage.
Yeah, breakdown in coverage for sure.
Well, that's how you overcome a couple of penalties.
That is. That's how you strike quick for a long gainer.
It'll be a Giovanni Perez attempting the point after.
Yeah, Evan Otto will be holding.
Kick is good. 10 minutes and 26 seconds left to go first quarter. Navasota strikes first blood, going 60 yards in 4 plays, and took 1 minute and 34 seconds to do it. Overcame a couple of penalties.
Well, Waco's High offense is going to have to respond now and keep them right back in the game. You know, this week the word that Coach Martinez used was consistency. He wanted his team to be consistent all during the game from start to the finish, to give max effort on every play.
Yeah,
so it's going to be up to the offense to get it going right now.
Part of what backfired on them last week against Cleburne. They had that game in the bag at halftime and just didn't play as consistently in the second half as they had in the first half.
Yeah. Chase Rhines, number 18 for Waco High, along with number 85, Jamarian Howard Crawford, are back deep to receive this kickoff from Giovanni Perez.
See if he decides to kick deep. He does. Going to come to Howard Crawford at the 10, straight up the middle of the field. He fumbles the football, and Navasota's on top of it.
Recovering that ball is number 25, Evan McGowan. That's a costly turnover here early in the first quarter.
Certainly is. Navasota going to get a chance to get a 2-score lead here early as they take over at their 24-yard line in Waco territory after the first turnover of the game. So the defense has to go right back out on the field. Let's see if Trey Allen is one of those coaches that likes to go for the jugular after a major turnover like that. He stacks receivers to the near side. Empty backfield. Looking left across the middle, wide open, complete to the running back this time for the touchdown. That's Canavian Chappelle with the score.
Closest linebacker that Waco High had was Michael Leonard, and he was beat by 5 yards. They were confused from the get-go. Didn't have their players in the right position on that particular offensive series.
24-yard touchdown pass from Jablonski to Chappelle.
Perez to try the extra point.
And he's good with this one as well. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left to go first quarter, and Navasota's out front 14-0, taking advantage of the turnover on the punt return.
But just like you said, they were going to try for a quick strike, and they did. It was right down the middle. The play was wide open for a quick touchdown.
They've run 5 plays for 84 yards and have scored twice, and the Waco High offense hasn't had an opportunity yet.
Hugo Garcia, number 30, will be kicking off for Navasota.
13 seconds on the possession there. Waco High needs to hold on to the football. We get a new receiver. It's Bryant Whitaker. B.J. Whitaker will be one of the receivers deep along with Rhines. This time they set the ball up closer to the right hash mark than the left hash mark. And pop it up. It's going to be an up man at the 33-yard line who loses the football. A scramble. And coming up with it is Waco High. I believe it was Chase Rhines getting on top of it.
Yeah, it was 16. It was Michael Leonard. It looks like 18. It's hard to see this far up. That was a good recovery though, but get that ball back for Waco High and settle them down here and let their offense have a shot.
From the 26-yard line, up front you got Eduardo Guerrero, the center. Shaden Johnson, Jerome Walker is the guards. The tackles are Patrick Jones and Demarion Basie. First pass is incomplete. We got a new quarterback in the game for Waco High as they're going with
Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah, Jordan Alvarez.
Evan McGallion would tip that ball from his linebacker position on that first pass attempt.
So first pass attempt for Jordan Alvarez incomplete. This time he hands it off in the backfield, gets that off to Chance Rhines. Gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, Davian Torres on the tackle, number 23.
3rd and 9 from the 27. 3 receivers to the left. Alvarez drops back and he's smothered.
Wow.
I mean, nobody touched the guys on the left side of the defensive line.
Didn't even have a chance. Number 0, Mark McGinty, was one of them, along with 14 crashing in on the offensive line. Teparius Warren. Alvarez had no chance to even get the ball off.
Lost 8 on the play, brings up 4th and 17 back at the 19-yard line. And Waco High is going to have to punt.
Yeah, B.J. Whitaker will be punting the ball. Back deep will be number 17 for Navasota. That'll be Cameron Burrell.
Good snap. Gets off a great punt. And it's going to take a sideways roll, now a Navasota roll, and it'll get into Waco High territory and put down at the 49-yard line. So once again, a short field for the Navasota Rattlers as they get the ball with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and they're already on top 14-0.
That was 30 yards off the toe of B.J. Whitaker. Well, you got to feel that Navasota is going to come out continuing to throw the football until Waco High can stop this passing that they're doing.
Absolutely. Going to the left is Jaden Sprigg by himself. They keep an H back. He's going to take the handoff coming around. There's going to be a holding penalty thrown. 2 holding penalties thrown.
Absolutely. You could see it right in front of us. The
carry was Valentin Castaneda out of the flanker position, but this is going to go back 10 yards.
Defensively for Waco High, and the linebackers tonight are number 0, Jalen Good, number 16, Michael Leonard, and number 6, Chance Rhines. In the secondary tonight, we have number 12, D'Angelo Campos, number 10, Keith Johnson, number 20, Tyler Freeman, and number 12, I've already got him.
Yeah, three receivers to the near side. Jablonski looks and throws in the flat. Nice leaping catch made there by Castaneda.
Michael Leonard quickly on top of him. Very short gain.
Knocked him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, so just a gain of 1 on the pass to Castaneda.
Yeah, Ramon Hutchins is playing free safety number 22 for Waco.
2nd and 19 at the Navasota 42. Pratt goes wide to the left side along with Spriggs. Jablonski looking to the left side, now throws across the middle, has a man wide open once again. That is Jaden Spriggs. He's heads for the corner of the end zone and will step out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Ramon Hutchins along with D'Angelo Campos forcing him out of bounds, but he was a good 5 yards wide open in front of everybody.
39-yard pickup makes it 1st and goal. Oh, we got another flag. Oh, we got a flag against Waco High for roughing the passer. So that will be added to the end of the run, which is just half the distance to the goal, which will put it at the 1.5-yard line. Handed off, left side. And, well, with no indication yet from the officials. Still waiting for an official ruling on whether or not it's a touchdown or not. Navasota believes they have one. But they're going to say he's about 6 inches shy. Chappelle brought down before he could get to the end zone. So 2nd and goal. At the Waco half-yard line. Give Chappelle a 1-yard gain on that one. Again, they try the middle of the line, and we do have an indication of touchdown. And it is Chappelle getting into the end zone.
He barely got in. Perez to attempt the extra point here, the 3rd one of the 1st quarter. Evan Otto holding.
Almost blocked, but it is good. 7 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in our 1st quarter, and Navasota has built a 21-0 lead thanks to at least 1 turnover. Officially 4 plays and 49 yards. I misspoke a while ago on that pass. That was a 58-yard pass earlier.
Right.
But because the ball had been moved back due to the holding penalty on 1st down, back to the Navasota 41.
Garcia to kick off for Navasota here. We haven't even played half of the 1st quarter yet, and they're up 3 scores.
Rattlers came to play.
They did come to play. Waco High is going to have to regroup and get after it right now. Going deep for Waco High will be 18 here on the near side, Chase Rhines, and on the far side will be B.J. Whitaker, number 5.
Pop it up in the middle of the field. Caught there by Rayshawn Green. Now we have a flag thrown from way back in the backfield from the referee.
Demarius Thomas made the tackle for Navasota.
I think we're going to see maybe a block in the back. That's what the call is going to be. That's going to move it back just a little bit. Todd Denton will tell us about it. It's a holding penalty. That'll move it back 10 yards from the spot. So we're going to go from the 38 back to the 28 where Waco High will get to start this possession.
Same starting position from their first possession.
Actually, they put it at the 26. Once again, it's Jordan Alvarez at quarterback. He has 2 receivers on each side. Under duress, gets the throw away and overthrows, trying to get it out to B.J. Whitaker.
Depending on the play, 17 for Navasota, Cameron Burrell along with number 21, Charles Bogus. Alvarez was under a lot of duress. He got hit pretty good as soon as they let go of that ball.
Yeah, long passes is not going to be the thing that Waco High needs tonight. They need some short completions.
Yeah, as hard as this defense is charging right now, you know, a good 7-8 yard pass, a little button hook right over the linebackers should be open all night long.
Straight off the left side, nice run here from Lane Jones as he'll pick up the first down, get it out to the 41-yard line.
Daquan Pratt with the tackle. So there's where a linebacker went. He's running back tonight.
Yep, first down of the game. Lane Jones picks it up with a 15-yard gain. Waco High quickly goes back to the line of scrimmage.
Mark McGinty with the tackle.
Jones,
good power running there.
Yeah, Jones picks up another first down. Down to the Navasota 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. Fake the handoff. Pass is tipped, but still caught. Good concentration there by Zay Johnson to catch that ball.
Cameron Burrell along with DJ McGinty in on that stop.
5-yard pickup down to the 42. 2nd and 5. Quick flick out in the flat. It's incomplete. Goes through the hands of Eric Taylor. That's the type of passing that we just mentioned that they were needing to start completing.
Right, and it was there. He just dropped the ball unless it was too high. A little hard to tell from up high. But he definitely easily could have got the first down.
3rd and 5. Got time. Throws deep down for Whitaker. Whitaker is run into and interference is called.
That's great because it's an automatic first down.
Goes back to the line of scrimmage, but it's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, he's holding his hand, though. Whitaker is.
That's not good. I believe that should, or is there also a penalty against Waco High? No, I'm just waiting for them to move the chains here. Should be at about the 27-yard line, I do believe. And 1st and 10. That's the 3rd first down in this drive for Waco High. Trying to answer back, trailing 21-0. We're midway through the first quarter. And off in the backfield. Good hard running by Lane Jones. Gets it down to the 20-yard line. That's a tough 7-yard pickup for Jones.
Taylor in on the tackle, number 52 for Navasota.
Waco staying in the hurry-up offense here. It's been working for them on this drive that started at their own 26-yard line. Gets the protection, throws for the end zone, has an open man.
He got it.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. Here you see the replay of it. Going into the far corner of the end zone. I'm still not sure who caught the ball.
I think it was 4 that caught it.
All right, we'll give it to Zay Johnson then.
Rodriguez in to attempt the extra point for Waco High. Tried to close this game to 21-7. Kick's good. 74-yard drive there, Lark.
Certainly was. That's the type of offense that Waco High is going to need tonight. Took them 2 minutes and 3 seconds to cover that 74 yards in 7 plays. Got a little help from that interference penalty.
Well, Coach Martinez said, this is a new team for him also, and that he would be trying players in different positions. And this is the first time we've seen Lane Jones on the offensive side of the football, as he was starting at linebacker for the first 3 games, and he is a big player, big physical kid. Rodriguez is going to be kicking off for Waco High. Going deep for Navasota on the far end will be number 3, DJ McGinty. Here on the near side will be number 1, Daquan Pratt.
Castaneda will be the up man if it's kicked short. Going to come to Pratt at the 15. Takes it to the hash marks. Trying to spin away from tacklers. Backs his way up to about the 33-yard line before he's finally swarmed and brought down.
Taylor Freeman along with Donovan Bush in on the tackle for Waco High.
Quan Pratt in this game a year ago only caught 2 passes for 67 yards. He's already caught 1 tonight for a TD. Receivers to the far side are Chappelle and Sprigg. Empty backfield. Flush from the pocket. Jablonski going to run with it and run out of bounds. Got to get out at about the 37-yard line and pick up a 4.
Some good defensive line penetration, forcing them out of the pocket. Still had a nice gain, though, of 4 yards. Navasota continues just to send their receivers right in between the hash marks, right down the field about 15 yards.
Pratt will join Sprigg as the flanker to the left of the formation. Now we've got motion on the offensive line. Teammates are getting on Jose Garcia for moving a little bit. Garcia, the sophomore in that offensive line, cost him 5 yards.
Sumner, Dukas.
Yeah, 40 yards in penalties now. Brings up a 2nd down and 11. Back in the Navasota 32. Jablonski now will throw across the middle. He's got Sprague. He's got it into Waco High territory.
D'Angelo Campos with the defensive stop, but their receiver, number 15, he looks to be about 6'5".
Yeah, he's an easy target to find from the 32 to the Waco 35 with that pass to have a 1st down. Look to the quick out to the left. Now throws across the left side and incomplete, just out of the reach of Castaneda. Got 33 yards a moment ago on that pass play. To get them into Waco territory where they face 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Taylor Freeman, number 17, is checked in at a quarterback position.
Waco High called a timeout when they saw something that they didn't like.
Yeah, they couldn't get their guy off the field quick enough. Number 12, D'Angelo Campos, was running as hard as he can, but he was on the far end of the formation and just couldn't quite get him off in time.
Again, this is the DJ 56 Classic in honor of Derek Johnson, the former Waco High football, basketball, and track star. Went on for fame and glory at the University of Texas under Mac Brown from 2001 to 2004. While with the Longhorns, he was named first team All Big 12 for 3 consecutive years, 02, 03, 04, and was a consensus first team All-American in 23 and 24. After his senior season in Texas, he was named the Big 12 Player of the Year and then went on to star for the Kansas City Chiefs and had a stellar NFL career. Second and 10 from the Waco 35. They give the ball off, and a tripped up is Chappelle, but he gains about 4 yards out of the play.
Yeah, he just tripped on his own feet that time. No one touched him. One of the few runs they've had tonight so far here in the first quarter.
Picked up 3 yards to the 32, brings up 3rd down and 7. Fake the handoff, pitch it to Platt out in the flat. He gets it up to the 25-yard line, and that may be just a little shy of the first down.
Keith Johnson along with Rashawn Green bringing him down. They are going to give him a first down.
All right, so give him 7 yards on the play and the second first down in this drive at the 25. Pratt and Spriggs wide to the left. They hand it off to Chappelle, and Chappelle has nowhere to run. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard back to the 26.
That was Jalen Good wrapping him up, and once Jalen gets a hold of you, he's not letting go.
He is the top tackler in that defense for the Waco Lions. 2nd and 11. Jablonski hands it off to a new running back in the backfield. He gets it across the 20 down to the 19. Carrying the football this time was Cameron Burrell. First time we've seen him carry the football.
That was Keith Johnson trying to stop him initially, and he really took a lick. He's kind of shaken up, to be honest with you, out there in the defensive secondary.
Did pick up 7 on the play, down to the 19, brings up 3rd down and 4. Send the flanker in motion to the other side. Jablonski will throw quickly out in the flat to Pratt. Pratt has the first down, and a trio of Lions rides him out of bounds across the way.
Knocked out of bounds by linebacker Michael Leonard.
Mark it out at the 13-yard line, a 6-yard pickup on the pass to Pratt. Clock stopped with 2:48 left in the first quarter. From under center this time, Jablonski will pitch it back once again to Burrell. Burrell over the right side, a flag thrown where you normally see holding as Burrell tries to fight his way inside the 5-yard line. Now let's see the meaning of the laundry.
Chance Rhines with the shoestring tackle.
It is a holding penalty. Take it back. Navasota has really shot themselves in the foot with penalties. They now have 50 yards of penalties. And we're just in the first quarter.
Is that 6 times they've been flagged so far tonight?
Believe so, and 4 of them been holding penalties. Goes back to the 19-yard line. Looking across the middle, wide open and complete for the touchdown to Rodney Spinks. First time we've seen him in the game, but he's able to come up with the touchdown catch.
Yeah, he just ran straight down the seam and just a simple straight route, and he was wide open. No one got a hold of him.
Let me correct myself. That was number 0 and not number 8. That's Mark McGinty, senior wide out.
Perez here to try the extra point with Otto holding.
Point is good. We got 2:37 left to go in the first quarter, and the Rattlers are once again out front by 21 at 28-7.
They've got close to 200 yards offense, I believe. 203 yards so far on 233 yards.
They go 67 yards in 9 plays and took them 2 minutes and 52 seconds to cover the distance for their 4th touchdown of the night. 3 of them have come through the air, 1 on the ground.
Hugo Garcia will tee it up on the 40-yard line for Navasota, going deep. For Waco, be B.J. Whitaker again, number 5 on the far side. And then number 18 here on the near side will be Chance Rhines.
Once again, they'll pop it up. It's going to be fumbled by Waco High. A scramble for it around the 40-yard line. And it looks like the Navasota Rattlers have come out with the football. Covering up is Katavian West. So now 2 turnovers for the Lions on the kicking game. And Navasota with a chance to really break it open here early. They were able to get a fumble at the Waco High 24 for their second touchdown, just before their second touchdown, just after their first touchdown. Now they sit at the 40-yard line. We'll see if once again Trey Allen goes for the home run here. He'll send McGinty and Castaneda to the near side. Pump fake to the right side, gets out from under the rush, now throws it and has to be knocked down by Pratt. That's a pretty good play by Pratt because that was going to be intercepted. They did have a receiver sitting in the end zone, but Jablonski was dodging tacklers such that he could not get the pass off deep. Giving Waco High a chance to make any substitutions if they wish. And off to Chappelle around the right side. Just a couple of yards is all he'll get.
Jalen Good put a good lick on him on to stop him immediately. Just had a 1-2 yard gain on that play.
Yeah, 2 yards is all he got. Brings up a 3rd down and 8 from the 38. 2 minutes left to go in a first quarter dominated by the Rattlers.
Right, Navasota's had the ball 3 times out of their 5 possessions starting inside the Waco 50-yard line. 2 of them on fumbles.
This may be the longest they've taken. Matter of fact, looks like they're going to let the clock run down and call a timeout and talk about this 3rd and 8 situation that they have here with 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Navasota put the pedal to the metal early. So he took the opening kickoff and drove it 60 yards in 4 plays to take a 7-0 lead on a 40-yard pass to DeQuan Pratt. Then after Waco High fumbled the ensuing kickoff, it was a pass to Chappelle that propelled them to a 14-0 lead, and we were still not more than 2 minutes into the game. Waco High was held 3 downs and punt on their first offensive possession. Navasota able to get the ball at the Waco High 49-yard line, but had a 10-yard penalty, moving back to their 41. A 58-yard pass play took them down to the 1.5-yard line where Chappelle dove into the end zone for a quick 21-0 lead for the Rattlers, and that's the amount of lead they have right now at 28-7 with 1:38 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the left side. They have a tight end on the near side, but he stays in the block, and they throw it to Pratt at the 25-yard line, and he'll be taken out of bounds somewhere around the 15.
Taylor Freeman, depending on the play, and pushing him out of bounds.
They put him down at the 14. That's a 24-yard pass play there to pick up the first down. Shablonsky fakes the handoff, quickly throws in the flat and throws a little too low. Pratt can't get the fingers on it.
Okay, we got Lane Jones, number 8, coming in at the linebacker position. He's going to give Chance Rhines a rest.
We've seen him on both sides of the ball tonight. Minute 25 to go in the first quarter. Handed off to Chappelle. Straight up the middle he goes and into the end zone for the touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 14 yards out. He got ahead of steam and just wasn't going to stop.
He did. He's been a tough runner to bring down. The only guy who's been able to man up on him is Jalen Good. Kicking the extra point again will be Perez. Evan Otto will be holding here. They try their 5th extra point here in the first quarter.
He's going to have a sore toe tomorrow.
He sure is.
Kick is good. A minute 19 left to go, first quarter, and it's Navasota 35 and Waco High 7. That was a 40-yard, 5-play drive that only took a minute 18 for the Rattlers to get on the board. They kind of playing like Secretariat hit, working like a well-oiled machine.
Wow. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. Okay, B.J. Whitaker's going back out onto the field, so whatever hand injury, it looked like he was holding his hand, is evidently okay. Then number 18 also. Chase Rhines will be here on the near side to take this kickoff from Garcia. From Perez.
They've not necessarily been kicking it deep. Last couple of kickoffs. This one they will kick deep. Whitaker will take it at the 10 to the 15, has the wall to the 20, brings it to the sideline to the 25, and then a flag thrown probably against Waco High.
Yep.
That's going to bring this one back. Not from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, it's going to be on Makai Sumner, number 33. That was a good piece of running by B.J. Whitaker on that
Certainly
kickoff
was.
return.
Got about 15 yards out of it, but it's going to have about 10 yards taken off of it because of the holding penalty. So they'll start this drive at their own 17-yard line with a minute 19 is when the possession started because of the kickoff. Eric Taylor in the backfield now with Jordan Alvarez, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the right. Alvarez stays in the pocket. Now is flushed, lost his balance, tried to get what he could out of it, but is going to lose a couple of yards back to the 15.
Valentin Castaneda finally bringing him down.
Second down and 12. Lots of time this time. Throws in between defenders. Looks like a dual reception by the defense and the offense. And the officials not indicating who it belongs to. I believe it's going to give the reception to Chase Rhines on that one. Gets it out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 9 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Has to throw it away under duress. Trying to get that out to Zay Johnson, but just couldn't quite get it there. 4th and 3 from the 24. B.J. Whitaker in to punt. I believe this is his second punt of the night.
DeQuan Pratt will go deep for Navasota, sitting on about his 47-yard line.
Waco High gets the punt team on the field. Good snap. Plenty of time. Gets a nice hanger. Caught at the 42-yard line. Pratt reverses field and caught from behind at the 45.
Eric Taylor with the tackle there from behind. Good coverage on that punt by B.J. Whitaker.
Going to have the ball at their own 45-yard line with 3 seconds left. This is their 6th possession of the first quarter.
31 yards on that kick by B.J. Whitaker. Yeah, we've got Lane Jones back playing defense along with Good and Leonard in the linebacking position, and, of course, Chance Rhines will be the 4th linebacker.
And they hand it off in the backfield to Burrell. Burrell will take it 3 yards forward, and that will run out the first quarter clock.
Chance Rhines with the tackle to end the first quarter.
So after one period of play, our score is Navasota 35 and Waco High 7.
My favorite part of AV is the amount of independence we're given.
We have pretty much good freedom on what we can do.
I feel like it's a creative space, something that you can use your imagination. This new studio, hopefully I can work and be behind the scenes, work with the others.
I'm most excited about being able to record on such a big space compared to previous years.
The space we're in right now. This is an entire new studio with a desk and a ton of cameras, spotlights.
I'm very excited to, play with these new gadgets that we're given. I personally never even thought I would do something like this.
I'm getting experience and I'm learning.
And it's definitely a chance for students to uncover maybe some of their interests that they never even thought they would have before.
It's a ton of fun. Every day I am excited for this class.
I think it'll be a lot of fun if you join.
Dream it, you can achieve it.
So definitely join AV.
Give him a hand, folks.
There you go. There's DJ. He's here as always. Always good to see Derek. Well, 2nd down and 7 facing Navasota from the 49-yard line in their end of the field. They pitch it back to Burrell, and he's hammered to the turf.
That's Jalen Good.
That's number 17, Burrell on the carry. Loss of maybe a yard.
Yeah, he's going to lose back to the 49-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 6. They're going to give him a yard actually on the play.
Well, this is a big play for Waco's defense right here. They really need to stop and get that ball back. Try to start building some momentum on their defense.
Kason Douglas, the lone receiver at the top of your screen. Well, Jablonski was looking for him. Now he's flushed out of the pocket and will get back to the 49-yard line. Great play by the Waco High defense here.
Yeah, Chance Rhines was the one putting heat on him, and then as he tried to advance out to the left side, Rhines caught up with him and forced a 4th down.
So Giovanni Perez on to punt.
Chase Rhines for Waco will be back on his own 17, 18-yard line.
That may be the first stop we've seen the Waco High defense make tonight.
It is.
Navasota now has the punt team on the field. Just 2 seconds left to snap the ball, or actually the official is asking for a new new clock, and now we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. I think the official was asking for a new play clock. Well, that's just a no-go. Let's try again. High end over end kick. Takes a bit of a Rattler bounce, but then he picks it up, but there's no reason to pick it up. It's Waco High's ball at the 21-yard line. Owen Otto thought he may have a special teams touchdown there. No such luck.
It's 30 yards off the toe of Mayen. Sets Waco up on a 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
10 minutes, 11 seconds to go in our second quarter of play. Navasota enjoying a 35-7 lead. Jordan Alvarez will have Eric Taylor in the backfield with him. Again, this is the first start of the year for Alvarez at quarterback for Waco High. Wants to check with the coaching staff, see if they want to change the play. Get the ball off with 2 seconds left, flush to the left. Now throws across the middle, and it's complete. Nice grab there by Jamarian Howard Crawford. That was a little behind him, but he was able to come up with it.
Mark McGinty with the tackle.
Out to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. Had to go down. Just pressure was too much coming from the left side. Loss is all the way back to the 22. That's an 8-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Lions. Chase Ryan's the outside receiver to the right side. Looking his way. Throw across the middle, and it's incomplete off his hands. Valentin Castaneda there to defend.
Cameron Burrell with some really good coverage. We got another flag back on the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that looks where you might either holding or it might be roughing the passer. Let's see. Yeah, it is holding. I think they'll refuse this one. Well, it's 4th and 9. And here comes the punt team.
B.J. Whitaker will be punting for Waco. Quan Pratt will go back deep to receive this punt, sitting at the 50-yard line.
I'd punt it away from that guy. He looks pretty dangerous to me. Gets off a good high punt. Pratt will take it at the 50. Runs straight up the far side.
That's a clip right there in the back. You could see it.
Yeah,
Here.
and there comes the flag for it. There's 2 flags for it, but he does take it to the house. But that's with the help of a couple of blocks in the back.
Yeah. But you're right. They probably should punt away from him at all cost.
Well, you see him going down the far sideline, but you also see the referee throwing the flag. They call it a hold Not only a hold, but that was also a push in the back. They can only accept one of the two penalties, whichever one is the most severe against the Rattlers. But they get the ball with 8 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first half, and they are cruising with a 35-7 lead. Going to mark the ball at the Waco High 39-yard line. Was this the fifth time they started in Waco territory? Or
4 times.
4 times?
It makes it a lot easier on the offense, and that's a big ask on your defense when you're setting them up inside your own 50.
Absolutely. Chappelle will take the handoff, go over the right side, stays on his feet all the way down inside the 20.
Lane Jones wasn't going to let him go, though, number 8. He put the clamps down on him.
Got it all the way down to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 20 yards on the play. For Kenavian Chappelle. First time we've seen 2 running backs in the backfield, and they hand it off to Valentin. That's Valentin Castaneda. And he'll get it inside the 15 down to the 13.
Tyler Freeman stopping him in his tracks with a good one-on-one tackle in the open field. He's going to have to come out of the game. His helmet came off.
Picked up 6 yards on the play to the 13, brings up a 2nd down and 4.
Ramon Hutchins will sub in for this play for Freeman.
Quick pitch out in the flat is complete to Cason Douglas, and Douglas will take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Hard to stop it when you give them almost point-blank range.
Yeah, Perez is in to attempt his 6th extra point with Evan Otto holding.
This one is good as well. 7:40 left to go in the first half. And Navasota has extended its lead to 42-7. Completing a 39-yard drive in just 3 plays, and took 1 minute and 3 seconds to get on the board. Apparently there was a penalty against Waco High on the extra point, but it's going to be refused by Navasota, and they'll take the point.
Well, at this point in the ball game, with it being pretty far out of hand, you know, your offense just needs to start running the plays that they need to get better at, because this is not a district game. And they got a new quarterback in with his first start of the year, Jordan Alvarez. Good chance for him to improve his skills also tonight.
Doing a lot of learning tonight.
B.J. Whitaker will be back deep for Waco here on the near side, and on the far side will be his compadre Chase Rhines, number 18.
I think they got 12 men out there. I could be wrong. Again, it's a pop-up. A fair catch is called for and made by Lane Jones. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe they weren't ready for the kickoff. I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I count 11 now.
Garcia will be kicking off for Navasota.
Either you're on the kick team or you're not. I mean, it's that simple. I think Waco dodged a bullet there, because I think they had 12 men on the field a moment ago. Again, it's a pop-up. Fair catch call for, and again, Lane Jones makes that fair catch at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, they put Lane out there in a different position to catch those short pooch kicks.
Waco has had one scoring drive in the game. I'd like to get one more on the board at least before halftime. That one scoring drive started at the 26. This one starts at the 29. Nice job by Lane Jones to sidestep would-be tacklers and get it across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, Garrison Muniz with the tackle.
Second down and 2. Jones again takes the handoff. Carries Rattlers with him all the way up to the 36-yard, or make that the 46-yard line. Good determined effort by Lane Jones there.
Running really hard tonight, doing an excellent job. Jamarius Thomas was the number 11, was the defender who helped get him down with the help of a couple more of his buddies.
9-yard pickup on that run by Lane Jones. Jones again cuts it back. Thought he had a hole. Reaches forward to the 49-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
Evan McGowan with a good ankle tackle.
Pretty much what Waco needs to do, just ground and pound now, work on some just general plays that they know will work. Back to pass, under pressure, he'll go down. Well, he flips it to Jones, who was standing there, and Jones is immediately tackled. Well, that's some great defense by the Rattlers. That's all I can say.
Davian Torres with the tackle on Jones.
So loss back to the 40-yard line, a 9-yard loss on a pass. Brings up a 3rd and 16 at the Waco 40. Say Johnson will be one of the 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Stepping up in the pocket. Now under duress, gets away, and now he's brought down. He couldn't find any open space to throw the ball.
Valentin Castaneda in on the tackle.
Going to end up losing 2 yards on the play. Brings up a 4th and 18 at the Waco 38.
Whitaker will be back to kick. Deep for Navasota will be DeQuan Pratt, number 1, sitting at his 35-yard line.
I'd angle that for the Waco High cheerleaders.
I would definitely angle it toward the sideline.
High end-over-end punt. Pratt is hit before the ball comes down. Waco High will cover it at about the 22, but Pratt not given an opportunity to catch the football.
Yeah, Eric Taylor bumped him, and really no reason to do that. You were just right there. You had to do is wait for him to catch it. He would have fair caught it anyway.
Well, I can think of one reason, and that's not to let him run with the football. Yeah, really. So with 4:48, the Rattlers once again have the football.
It's only going to be a net of 24 yards after the penalty is marched off.
Let's see where the umpire is going to put the football down. He's going to put it down at the 39-yard line in Navasota's end of the field. The way this is going, you got to believe that head coach Trey Allen may start second teamers in the third quarter. May have already done it here.
Yes, they have. At least.
Got a new quarterback. Hand is off to Burrell. New quarterback is Jaden Sprigg. He moves from a wide receiver to the quarterback spot.
Torian Barnett, number 21, in on the tackle for Waco High.
Burrell gets 3 yards on that carry. 2nd and 7 from the 42. Well, Jablonski now back in at the quarterback spot. Was looking deep. Will be dropped for a loss at the 39-yard line.
Anthony Burton, good penetration by Waco High. Made him scramble a little bit, and he had to just tuck and try to run and get as many yards as he could. I think it, -1 on that one?
-1. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Clock rolling with 3:50 left in our first half. 3 receivers to the right. There is a tight end on the left side. Jablonski looking at that tight end across the middle is going to be smothered before he can get the ball off.
Chance Rhines with that tackle. He blew up 2 defenders. He's come to play. He's mad. You can just tell he's going to give it all he's got tonight.
All the way back to the 37 for a 4-yard loss. Brings up a 4th and 12. That's one of the few times I can think of that the Rattlers have been behind the sticks.
Yeah, they -2 yards on that possession for them.
Chase Rhines waiting for the punt. Off the side of the foot, not very deep. Will take a Navasota roll, though, inside the 30 to inside the 25, down to the 23.
That's 40 yards net.
Wasn't pretty, but it was effective. So Waco High will get it at their own 23-yard line with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in our second quarter. Johnson and Whitaker, the 2 receivers to the left side. A tight end on the right side of the formation with a 2-back set. This is the first time we've seen this particular set on offense. Handoff goes to the right side. Not sure who carried that, if it was 18 or 16. He's got his jersey all tucked up under. Put a number on there, son, so we know who you are.
It's hard to tell.
That might be 19, Hector Tapete. Good run up the middle by Eric Taylor.
Davian Torres finally bringing Taylor down. They've had some success running in between the tackles tonight.
Well, they haven't moved the down box yet. Apparently there's some question. Oh, we're taking the 2-minute timeout here. There was a procedure penalty against Waco High. That's the reason they hadn't moved the sticks. At least I thought, well, there goes the clock. They set it back. Now we're going to take the 2-minute timeout. So they sit the ball at the 16-yard line, where it's 2nd down and 17.
That is 19 in the running back position.
Okay, so that would be Hector Tapete, a junior.
You know, last year he was a defensive linebacker. Coach is trying to find the correct players for the correct position, and I give him credit for trying new kids and new positions. Get your best athletes out there on the field the whole time.
Again, a reminder that before the bands play, we will have.
Well, the Lions face a 2nd down and 17 here as we get back underway after the 2-minute timeout. Two backs in the backfield. Plenty of time to throw across the middle. Going for Zay Johnson, but he can't get there. It's thrown a little too far.
Alvarez had nice blocking protection on that particular play.
What we've noticed so far, and again, he's a brand new quarterback and has not necessarily had a lot of practice with the team. So right now his timing is off with his receivers. He's thrown several deep balls, but overthrown his intended target. Lots of running room for Eric Taylor here, but it closes down quickly. He maybe gets it up to the 18-yard line before he's stopped there.
Jamarius Thomas on the tackle. That's going to bring Whitaker out to punt the ball again for Waco High.
4th and 15 from the 18.
Going deep for Navasota again will be Daquan Pratt.
Well, he's not going very deep.
No, he's only on the 42-yard line. He's 10, 20, about 30 yards right there. That's about what Whitaker's been averaging.
Low snap, but gets off a high punt that sends him back across the 50. Looking to pick up the wall. Nice job of setting up a block to get it to the Waco 45. That's a pretty good run back by Pratt there.
Taylor Freeman, number 17, with the tackle.
1 minute and 11 seconds is what Navasota has left in this first half to try to add one more touchdown, leading 42-7, headed toward intermission right now. And once again, they're setting up shop in Waco territory. How y'all doing tonight? Good, glad you're here. Good to see you. Jablonski has two receivers to each side. He's looking right. Throws it to Sprague, who loses it as he goes to the ground. Jablonski now 11 for 16 passing for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns. This is just first half.
Right, I was going to say that's a good complete game.
That's a good night for anybody. Fakes the handoff to Chappelle. Gets out from under the rush and throws deep, and it's going to be picked off.
Tyler Freeman has it.
Going the other way for Waco High. The first turnover of the night that goes Waco High's way comes with 52 seconds left to go in our first half.
That'd be some good positive momentum for the defense here to end the first half. Good job by Tyler Freeman.
Waco High's offense will get one more opportunity here as they get it at their own 29-yard line. They do have 2 timeouts to work with. Jordan Alvarez, and now a timeout called. I believe this is going to be on Navasota. They didn't say one way or the other, did they? Again, stick around at halftime for the induction into the Waco Athletic Hall of Fame for James Harris. Along with Will London. James Harris played at what was known as Richfield High School before the schools consolidated and Waco High took over that building, but that building has now been knocked down. There's a brand new building standing on what used to be Richfield High School and the Laker Little League fields that were across the street. Back to pass. He's going to be sacked.
Rodney Spinks applying the pressure.
Going to be a loss back to the 23-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play. Lots of running room this time, straight up the gut. Nice job by Lane Jones to get it a first down and get it out toward the 45-yard line. Well, a lot of running room there. All the way out to the 43. That's a 17-yard pickup, I do believe. But that's going to be the final play of our first half as the clock has run out. Well, the Lions will have to go to the locker room and figure something out as to how to slow down the Navasota offense as they go to the locker room trailing by a score of 42-7. Stay tuned for our halftime activities. They're coming up here in a moment here at Waco ISD Stadium.
Hi, I'm Khalil Davis, and I'm here with Derek Johnson. Mr. Johnson, how was it like playing for the Waco High football team?
Oh my goodness, that was over 20 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. But you know what? I have a lot of pride in playing for the Waco High Lions, and wherever I went, even if it was Longhorns or going to the Kansas City Chiefs over the years, I always came back home because this is where I come from. I'm very proud of being a Waco High Lion.
Yes, we should be. And what is it like? How is it like to return to Waco High? And have you seen the new school?
I have seen the new school. It was, smelling fresh like paint when I saw it this summer. So I'm sure it's all wine and dine now. But it's one of those things where you go and you say, "Man, we did need this," and it's pretty cool. Whenever you can provide the resources for young people to get a really, really good education, and Waco High is providing that right now, and I love it. So yeah, I have been to the school, and I'm jealous,
It's pretty good. Yeah. It's pretty good. And what would you like to say to students who wants to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, life is about ups and downs, right? Regardless if you play sports or not, it's about ups and downs. And if you can handle adverse moments, whether it's in a classroom, whether it's at home, family, or friends, whatever it is, if you can handle something that doesn't favor you, you actually get better through that process. So knowing that it's okay when trials and tribulations come your way, that's the time to really fight, and that's who you really are during the pressure situation. So my message to the youth is life is not perfect, but you know what? You can still dominate.
Thank you. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Please turn your attention to midfield for a very special presentation. The Waco ISD Athletic Department is proud to introduce the members of the class of 2025 Hall of Fame. The first member is former Richfield Ram James Harris Jr. James E. Harris Jr. is a proud graduate of Richfield High School, where he was a 3-year starter in both football and basketball and earned all-district honors in football in 1973 and 1974. He made history as the only tight end from Waco ISD to receive a full Division I football scholarship playing at Texas Christian University. At TCU, Mr. Harris was a 3-year letterman and started his senior year, graduating in 1980 with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and a minor in sports psychology. After college, he returned to Waco ISD in 1986 to coach and later retired from Fort Worth ISD in 2013 after 30 years in education. Today, he teaches agriculture part-time in Crowley ISD and operates Bar H Ranch, where he raises cattle. Deeply rooted in his community, Mr. Harris serves as a Fort Worth Stock Show parade marshal and on the board of Lone Star Camp. He is a devoted family man to his only daughter, Dr. Crystal Harris Polk, her husband, Dr. Ray L. Polk Jr., and their 2 children, Ray L. Polk III and Kaylin Polk. He finds joy in time spent with loved ones, his church, and his ranch. His life reflects his love for God, family, and the values of hard work and service. Give it up for James E. Harris, Jr. Congratulations. Now the second member is former Waco Lion Will London III. Will was a 3-year track and field winner at Waco High School under coaches Woodrow Randall and Brendan Smith. He was UIL 2014 state meet 400 meters bronze medalist. UIL 2015 state runner-up 400 meters. He earned a track and field scholarship to Baylor University. While attending Baylor University, he was named Big 12 Freshman of the Year in 2016. He won the 400 meters at the Big 12 Outdoor Championship from 2016 through 2019. He was the second athlete in Big 12 history to win the Outdoor Championship 4 years in a row. He was 16 times All Big 12 honors, 9 times All-American. Graduated from Baylor University with a Bachelor of Science in Education. 2016 Junior Outdoor Championships, he was IAAF World Under-20 400 meter silver medalist and 4x400 meter relay gold medalist. 2017 USA Outdoor Championship, he was a 400 meter bronze medalist. In 2017 Outdoor World Championship in London, he was a 4x400 relay silver medalist. 2019 Outdoor World Championships in Doha. The mixed relay team, a gold medalist and world record, and a 4x400 meter men's relay gold medalist. 2021, he was selected for the USA Olympic team in Tokyo. Will is currently continuing to run professionally. Let's hear it for Will London III.
Did you know it is now state law that cell phones can be used during the school day? But there's a bright side to this. When you're not on your phone, you'll stay focused, get stuff done in class, and improve your grades. Plus, without it, you'll have real conversation during lunch, make stronger friendships, and be more in the moment. So remember, keep your phone out of sight, stay mindful, and make the most of every moment.
Waco High School proudly presents the 2025 Lion Pride Marching Band and Scarlet Line Drill Team. Waco High School present the Scarlet Line Drill Team under the direction of LaShonda Gaines. Scarlet Line officers are Captain Kaylee Tyler, Co-Captain Renisha Lewis Turner, First Lieutenant Nevaeh Johnson, and Second Lieutenant Nakira Benson. Congratulations to the Dancer of the Week, Miss Ariana, and Spirit Member of the Week, Alasia. Get ready for a rocking performance of Pretty Fly, and welcome to the field the Scarlet Line Drill Team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scarlet Line Drill Team. And now Waco High School is proudly presenting the 2025 Lion Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Tyler Sage, Michelle Linker, and Austin Lemons. Percussion is instructed by Adrian Rodriguez, and the color guard is instructed by Michelle Michaelitz. Lion Pride Band will be performing their 2025 competition show, The Rebels of the Rising Sun, featuring music from Firefly, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Star Trek Into Darkness, House of the Rising Sun, and Tank. Drum majors for the Lion Pride Band are Annalise Galan, Brittany Leha, and Michael Menchaca. The Lion Pride Band would like to thank you for your attention and support. A special shout out to our amazing band parents. You rock! Our wonderful sponsors for the band are International Brotherhood of the Electrical Workers Union, Local Union 72, Visiting Angels, Elliott Electric Supply, and Burns Real Estate. The band would especially like to thank the Waco ISD School Board, Superintendent Dr. Tiffany Spicer, Principal Joseph Alexander, Fine Arts Director Larry Carpenter, and Administrative Assistant Susan Ramon for their unwavering commitment to the arts in our district. Let's hear it one more time for the Lion Pride Band.
The Waco High Art Club is more than just art students. It's for everyone who enjoys art. Students get together to enhance their creative skills, help the community, and work on fun projects. If you'd like to make art with us, join us every week on Wednesday in room F204. Join the art club today.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities as the two teams return to the field here at Waco ISD Stadium. Navasota on top of Waco High at half by a score of 42-7. First half statistics, they pretty much tell the story. Waco High has had 25 offensive plays for just 71 yards. Navasota, 34 offensive plays for 315 yards. Most of their yardage has come through the air, 11 of 17 passes for 252 yards. Whereas Waco High has thrown it 9 times, completed 4 for 34 yards. Navasota was hit by the penalty bug early, 7 times for 65 yards. Waco High penalized 4 times for 35 yards. Time of possession is in the favor of Navasota, but not by much, as they've had it for 12 minutes and 8 seconds, and Waco High's had it for 11:52. Leading rusher in the game right now is Waco High's Lane Jones with 63 yards on 9 carries. Canavian Chappelle for Navasota has carried it 8 times for 43 yards. Leading receiver for the game right now is Jaden Sprigg, the wideout for Navasota. 4 catches for 111 yards. Daquan Pratt has got 4 passes for 97 yards. Waco High's leading rusher leading receiver is Zay Johnson. We are ready to get underway with our second half of play. We have a flag already.
Right, Keith Johnson signaled for a fair catch on that kickoff, and he just got torpedoed.
So that'll be another penalty that'll go against Navasota, and Waco High will get some pretty good field position here.
Wish they could show that on replay again. I'm pretty sure he got his hand up.
Well, the officials were talking about it, and Todd Denton will tell us about it. We saw that once against Waco High. Now we've seen it against Navasota, and Waco High is going to start off in snake territory to start the second half. All the way down to the 41-yard line in Navasota's end of the field. So Waco High with an opportunity here to at least get some offense generated. The quarterback is Jordan Alvarez. Has Zay Johnson wide to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Lane Jones along with Eric Taylor. He hands it off to Jones around the right side. He slips one would-be tackler. Gets it maybe first down yardage, but we're going to have maybe a holding penalty or a block in the back, probably on Eric Taylor.
Yep. Another nice piece of running, though, by Lane Jones in his first start this year in the running back position.
That's from the spot of the foul. If they mark that at the 38, means it'll go back to the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 17. Jones ended up with 3 yards on the play. Again, Jones takes it around the right side, and this time he's going to be dumped for a loss back into Waco territory at the 49.
Rodney Spinks in on the tackle. They had a lot of really good penetration there, stretching that play right down the line and just nowhere to go.
A loss of 3 on the play will bring up a 2nd down and 20 for Waco High. We have not seen B.J. Whitaker much in this game. We did see him early, and I think he left with a wrist injury. Long pass downfield going for Zay Johnson, and just a little shy of him at the 20-yard line.
Had the pass been on the money, he would have caught that ball for a possible touchdown.
Well, again, Jordan Alvarez, basically new to the campus at Waco High. He's got the tools, just needs more time with the wide receivers to get the timing down. Faces a 3rd and Hewitt for the 1st down. Gets out from under a rush. They do throw the penalty for what I thought was going to be holding, and sure enough, incomplete pass. I got to believe that they will decline this penalty.
Now here comes Whitaker out on the field to punt the ball for Waco. Pratt will go deep for Navasota to receive this punt.
Nice punt. It's going to go out of bounds on the far side of the field. They're going to mark it out at the 24-yard line. Good job of keeping it away from Pratt, though.
28 yards net on that kick, but a golden opportunity wasted by the offense on that particular series.
And just kept it for 1 minute and 11 seconds before they had to punt it away. So Navasota will get it for the first time in the second half with 10:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and they're leading by 35 at 42-7. Jace Jablonski is their quarterback. As Canavian Chappelle in the backfield with him. Waco looked like they jumped offside, but no flags, going deep down the far sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds when he catches the ball. Good concentration, though, by the receiver on the far side, Jaden Spriggs, to make the catch, but it was out of bounds.
He is just a sophomore.
Wow.
He's a really good basketball player.
I would think so. Well, the line of scrimmage is back at the 24-yard line. They're marking off 5-yard penalty against Waco High. They were offside, so that was a free play. So it's 1st down and 5 from the 29.
Yeah, Jalen Good again on the tackle.
Castaneda with the carry there. Brings it up to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. Throw in the flat. Complete to Pratt. Pratt has the 1st down with 2nd effort.
Well, we got a flag on the 31-yard line. Might be a face mask. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if that was flag or just somebody dropped a towel. It is definitely a penalty marker.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Good eyes there, Hal. So they'll add 15 to the run. They got it up to the 38-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play on the pass to Pratt. then add 15 yards on top of that. It's going to be first and down, and it's going to be in Waco High territory at the Waco 47. I expect this is the only series we'll see the first team offense for Navasota here in the second half. Good job by Pratt to make the catch and then sidestep would-be tacklers and get it down to the 35-yard line. That guy is an excellent receiver.
Yes, he is. Ramon Hutchins finally grabbing him after two guys missed.
12-yard pickup. Gets the Rattlers another first down. Make the handoff, get the ball to Pratt on the wide receiver screen. He slide steps one tackler, but finally the posse shows up and brings him down at the 28-yard line.
Tyler Freeman stood him up initially, and then Chance Ryan's helped come in and put him down to the ground.
Picked up 8 on the play to bring up a second down and 2. At the Waco 28. Well, that was 7 yards on the play, I guess. Chappelle has the ball, that's Burrell with the carry up to the 25-yard line. If they get the nose of the ball to the 25, he'll have the first down, but it looks like they're going to mark it just a little shy.
Michael Leonard with the tackle initially from his linebacker position.
We'll give him 2 yards. 3rd and 1. Burrell has it and has the first down and more. He'll carry a Waco line down to the 20-yard line with him. That's where the scrum will stop.
Yeah, Lane Jones held him up, but not before he got a first down on that run.
On the fence that time, number 8, that is Jones.
A pickup of 6 on the play. 7th play of the drive. Started back at the 24. One back in the backfield under center this time for Jablonski. Pass quick out in the flat. That is complete to Cason Douglas. I believe that's his second catch of the night.
Ramon Hutchins again, number 22, with a sheer tackle on a one-on-one play.
Bring him down to the 14 for a 6-yard pickup.
Taylor Freeman coming into the game in defensive secondary, number 17.
Second down and 4. 2 receivers to the right this time. Jablonski looking that way, and now he's going to go down in a heap outside the 20-yard line.
Chance Ryan's with a nice tackle there for a big loss.
All the way back to the 22-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 12. Been pretty much a hurry-up offense for the Rattlers since they got this second half possession. Jablonski looking deep on the right side, has a man wide open, and it's once again Sprague that's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Just got some confusion there on the defensive secondary on who to cover. That was too easy.
But once again, that is the 6th touchdown pass of the night for Jace Jablonski.
Perez with the extra point.
And it is good. 7:03 to go, 3rd quarter. And Navasota extends their lead to 48-7.
I would be surprised if Navasota rolls out their starting quarterback anymore tonight.
Yeah, that's a 76-yard drive that takes 9 plays and took 3 minutes and 46 seconds to get their first score of the second half. And now take a 41-point lead.
Garcia will be kicking off for Navasota. They've kicked it short, they've kicked it medium, they've kicked one deep. Whitaker will be going back, number 5 here on the near side. And then on the far side, number 18, Chase Rhines, awaits his kickoff. Lane Jones and Zadrian Johnson and Eric Taylor are the short men at the 30-yard line for Waco High.
They have not been kicking anything deep. This time they do kick it deep. B.J. Whitaker takes it at the 2-yard line and gets it across the 25, stays on his feet, and gets a couple of more yards out of it. Good return by B.J. Whitaker there.
Amira Williams, number 19, with the initial stop.
On the fence that time, number 36, Whitley for the Rattlers.
So they'll start this possession from the 26-yard line. And basically, all you can do now is just work on your offense, work on your basic plays, get your timing down, just keep everybody healthy. Eric Taylor will be the running back in the backfield with Jordan Alvarez.
I mean, they have 8 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Daring you to pass. Again, to hand it off to Taylor. Taylor kind of runs into one of his own men and tries to reverse field, but I think they're going to give him forward progress for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Rodney Spinks on the tackle. Oh, he's down, hurt. He's holding his right ankle.
So there is a timeout on the field. We'll kind of recap the scoring for you. Navasota got the opening kickoff and went 60 yards in 4 plays. Scored on a 40-yard touchdown pass to DeQuan Pratt. The ensuing kickoff was fumbled by Waco High. Navasota took the ball at the Waco 24 and scored on the first play on a pass to Canavian Chappelle. They had a 14-0 lead, and we were just 10 minutes. We still had 10 minutes and 26 seconds left to the first quarter. Waco High's first possession was 3 downs and punt. Navasota took over at the Waco 49-yard line, but after a 10-yard holding penalty, they went 4 plays to get it into the end zone and took a 21-0 lead on a 1-yard run by Chappelle. That was with 7:32 left in the first quarter. Waco High finally got their first touchdown. It came with 5:29 left to go in that first quarter on a 20-yard pass to Zay Johnson. 21-7 the score at that time. Navasota followed that, though, with a 9-play, 67-yard drive to make it 28-7. Got the ball once again very quickly and scored on a 14-yard run by Chappelle. They were up 35-7 pretty quick in the ball game. That was all in the first quarter. Pass out to Zay Johnson, gets away across the 35 up to about the 39-yard line for Zay Johnson.
Good piece of running after receiving that football.
He'll get the first down at the Waco 39. $12 yards. Going deep down the far sideline, but overthrows him. Trying to get that to B.J. Whitaker.
DeQuan Platt depending on the play.
L.V. Marshall, the running back in the backfield. This is the first time we've seen him. We didn't see him any during the first quarter. He's in the backfield with Alvarez. Get the snap off with just a second left on the play clock. And keeping his Alvarez, he's got lots of running room and is spilled when he gets to the 45-yard line.
Tripped up by DJ McGinty.
He picked up 6 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 at the Waco 45.
Hector Topet is checked into the ballgame, number 19 for Waco.
B.J. Whitaker is being one-on-one with DeQuan Pratt at the top of your screen. The snap goes past Alvarez, and he's just going to have to fall on it. Back inside between the 30 and the 25. They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. That's a loss of 16 yards on the bad snap. That's the first one we've seen this year by any team. That's going to bring up 4th and 20.
Whitaker will be back to punt the football.
That's about the only time Waco, other than the fumbles on kickoffs, has really shot themselves in the foot.
DeQuan Pratt will be back for Navasota.
Good punt from Whitaker. Will take a Waco High roll. Pratt had a thought about taking it up, but it's going to roll all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 26-yard line with Rattlers.
45 yards. The deep snaps on the punts tonight for Waco High have all been on the money. The best we've seen that all year long, and Whitaker's really hitting the ball good tonight. Yeah, they got a new quarterback out there now.
Yeah, they've been earlier. They had Jaden Spriggs, their sophomore wide receiver, come in and take a couple of snaps. So I believe he is the backup quarterback and the heir apparent to the senior Jablonski. He actually comes out here to the as a wide receiver.
He's still got Jablonski in there.
Hands it off on a cross buck in the backfield, and gang tackled is Valentin Caneda.
Yeah, that's Lane Jones along with Ramon Hutchins.
Castaneda's going to lose about 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 15 at the 22. Make it 14 at the 22. Jablonski throws, completes it to Sprigg. He gets away down the near sideline across the 40. They're going to mark him at the 45, 40, 44-yard line maybe.
42-yard line. It's a first down for the Rattlers.
And brings another first down for Navasota. That was a 20-yard pickup on the pass to Sprigg. Sprigg to the near side by himself. Pratt, the wide receiver, to the top of the screen, and
that flag's going to be on the center.
Ball start on the offense, 5 yards. First down.
1st and 15. Moves it back to the Navasota 37-yard line. Sure they didn't change the play. All kinds of time, throws deep and overthrown. They throw a flag, trying to get that ball to Valentin Castaneda. They may call interference on Waco High, but I guess that rule where it was uncatchable, I haven't seen that rule put into effect in about 5 years now.
Oh, yeah.
But that was an uncatchable pass, if you ask me. It's going to be a first down on interference. And I believe that'll put it in Waco's end of the field at the 48-yard line. So a new set of down for the Snakes as they continue with their what appears to be their number one offense out there. Cade Zaragoza is still the center. Sam Thomas, Jose Garcia, the guards. Handoff to Chappelle, comes around the left side. He's still on his feet as he goes out of bounds. And surprised he doesn't get a flag for a little extracurricular after that one, but he's down at the 40-yard line after the 8-yard pickup.
Chased out of bounds by Michael Leonard. Number 27, Amir Medlock, is checking into the ball game at one of the linebacker positions.
Second down and 2. .245 and counting left in the third quarter. A quick pass out to the flat to Pratt, and Pratt will go out of bounds along his own sideline at the 31-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by D'Angelo Campos.
Pick up a 9 on the play. Brings up, well, they give him a first down. Give him 10. Or actually, yeah, 9 yards would have gotten the first down. There we go. At the 31. Going for the pass across the middle to Castaneda. And he has the catch.
Finally brought down from behind by Jalen Good.
Down to the 15-yard line, a 16-yard pickup for another first down. Just good, crisp offensive plays here by the Navasota Rattlers in the third period. A quick throw and a flat to Pratt. Pratt gets by several would-be tacklers and gets it into the end zone for the touchdown from 15 yards away. That'll be his second touchdown receiving tonight.
Perez in to attempt the extra point. Evan Otto will be holding.
This was good as well. 1:57 left to go, third quarter. And Navasota extends its lead over Waco High to 56-7. Six plays and 74 yards. Took them 2 minutes and 22 seconds to get on the scoreboard this time. On the 15-yard pass to a good-looking Daquan Pratt, a senior. I'd have to look up and see if he's being recruited by anybody.
That's 360 yards passing tonight by their quarterback, 6 touchdowns through the air. All right, going deep for Waco High will be number 1, Eric Taylor on the near side, and then on the far side, number 18, Chase Rhines. Kicking off will be Garcia for Navasota. That's Taylor with the football.
He is hammered before he gets to the 20-yard line.
And there's a flag on the 20-yard line. Looks like a block in the back. It's going to set Waco High up, start this offensive series, I think on the 9-yard line.
Penalty beat the spot out after this to go first down.
Well, so let's wake up all the way back to the 10-yard line.
Looks like they've got Whitaker in at quarterback.
Eric Taylor going to check in at one of the wide receiver spots. So B.J. Whitaker back at quarterback where he was the first 2 games of the season. Uses his blocks well and gets a block downfield, avoids some tacklers, and gets it out across the 25 out to about the 29-yard line. A nice piece of running by B.J. Whitaker. He loses his helmet, so he'll have to come to the sideline.
Davian Torres with the tackle.
Giving 19 yards on that pickup and a first down for Waco High. Jordan Alvarez is going to have to come back and quarterback at least one play. Handoff in the backfield. Goes to L.V. Marshall.
That's unnecessary by 79. Jerome Walker losing his cool.
That'll back you up.
The play was over. Yeah.
Marion Basie looks like he's favoring an ankle. They gave him the gain up to the 35-yard line. That was a 6-yard gain for Marshall, but then you got the 15-yard dead ball personal foul. It will be second down and 19 for Waco High from the 20-yard line. Whitaker back at the quarterback spot, rolls to the left, finds some running room, gets away, and down the far sideline he goes. It's a foot race now. Whitaker stays on his feet, goes down at the 1.
Casey and Douglas defensively didn't give up and dragged him down on the 1-yard line.
79-yard run for B.J. Whitaker. Puts Waco at the lip of the cup.
BJ has excellent speed. Really good elusive runner.
I'd be out of breath. Want to go to the sideline after that. But he stays in at quarterback with Eric Taylor as his running back. Taylor gets the football and will get it into the end zone. Eric Taylor scores his second touchdown of the year on a 1-yard run over the right side. Comes with 36 seconds left to go in our third quarter.
Carlos Rodriguez to attempt the extra point with Chase Ryan's holding.
It's a low liner that goes under the crossbar that's no good. 36 seconds left to go. And the third quarter, and our score now is Navasota 56 and Waco High 13. Are we going to get an extra try? Because I see a hanky on the field. Todd Denton from the Waco chapter to tell us. Actually, he's going to come over to the sideline and explain it to the Waco coaching staff. Talking to head coach Ezra Martinez. Wants to know whether they want to retry or add it to the kickoff. So we'll get the retry on the point after.
Well, that last attempt was partially messed up because the snap was a little too high. it knocked off the timing of Rodriguez. He took an extra step while he was trying to go in to kick that extra point.
Somebody left a pair of gloves back at the 13-yard line. High snap, pulled down by Ryans, but it still goes through the uprights for the point after attempt. So that makes it 56-14 as Waco High goes 90 yards in 4 plays. The 79-yard run by B.J. Whitaker, the big play in the drive. The touchdown by Taylor. Took a minute 21 to get it down the field to close the gap to 56-14.
Okay, Rodriguez will be kicking off for Waco High. That drive should have been more than half the offensive yards they've had for the night. Did that cover it up?
90 yards. We've got 179 yards of total offense tonight. Yeah.
D.G. McKenty, number 3, going back for Navasota. As they're playing up for a possible onside kick. I seriously doubt that Waco High is going to onside kick, though.
Yeah, they got the good hands team up front. He'll pop it up in the no man's land at the 25, and it's covered up.
I think Waco High.
I think Valentin Castaneda got back to it for the Rattlers. So they'll have it at their own 25-yard line. Let's see what Trey Allen wants to do here, whether or not it's time to bring in the reserves or give his starters one more series of downs in this one. Yeah, I think we do have a new quarterback. Looks like it's Evan Otto, number 16, at quarterback. Turns and handed off to Cameron Garrett, his first carry of the night.
Once again, Jalen Good in on the tackle.
No gain on the play, brings up second down and 10.
They'll probably let the clock run out, and we'll go to the fourth quarter.
We are headed to the final 12 minutes of this one. Let's take this opportunity to thank the folks from Leaping Lions Productions, the crew that brings you the pictures and the sounds of this one. That includes August Zimmerman, Yaretson Garcia, Melanie Ramos, Donovan Mitchell, Khalil Davis, Ariana Madrigal, Kim Evans, all under the direction of their instructor, Will Burney. Guys and gals, thank you very much for your work tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. Navasota has had this one from the get-go. They were up 35-7 with a minute 19 left to go in the first quarter. And just have not necessarily looked back since. Folks having a good time at the ball yard, despite the fact that their team is behind on the scoreboard. Appreciate you sticking around. Quarterback going to keep the ball and got running room. He's got fresh legs and carries Waco High Lions out to the 42-yard line.
Tyler Freeman, 20, holding on for dear life as he churned out a first down.
Evan Otto with the carry all the way out to the 42. Pickup of 17 on the play. I'm going to say that Navasota is going to be a force to be reckoned with in their district down south of Bryan College Station. Hand off in the backfield.
Jamie and Dugas there on the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, not a whole lot of running room this time for Garrett. They do give him 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 from the 45. Now the coaching staff doing what they can to milk as much clock before they snap the ball, sending in the play. About 15 seconds left on the play clock. Otto will take the snap, come around the right side, get around a couple of would-be blockers, and brought down when he gets to the Waco High 44-yard line.
Keith Johnson with the tackle. 14 is hurt on the field right now for Waco High. Rashawn Green.
Otto got 11 yards on the play and picked up another first down. And the training crew going to attend to the injured Waco Lion.
Hopefully that was just a cramp. Quick as he was able to jump up. Didn't seem to have any injuries going on.
.23 first downs tonight for Navasota against 9 for Waco High. There's 2 wide receivers to the left side, but I don't expect them to get the football. They give it to Garrett, a little miscommunication in the backfield. And Garrett's going to lose back to the 46, a loss of 2.
Yeah, Jalen Good with the tackle.
Trey Allen keeps his quarterback Otto at the 50-yard line and waits for the play clock to get down to 15 before he sends him into the huddle. Doing his best just to eat up as much clock as he can here while he has the football. Gonna have to get it off pretty quick.
They didn't get it off.
The official is asking for a new clock. Looks like we're going to get a timeout, though, from Navasota just to save the yardage. Be their first time out of the half.
Well, one thing Navasota that has for sure is they've got a quarterback, and he has 2 or 3 really, really gifted receivers out there that are really tall and big and tough to bring down. And I believe they've only had 1 turnover, 1 interception tonight.
Waco High next week will be right back here at Waco ISD Stadium, taking on San Angelo Central. That'll be their final non-district game of the year before they get the bye on the week of October 3rd. And they get to start district play with a toughie as they will take on Brenham, the district favorite, in their first game of district play in a couple of weeks. Says it's 3rd down and 11 on the opposite side of the field. Throw is complete at the 40-yard line. Making the catch is Zion Herring, his first catch of the night.
Taylor Freeman defending on the play.
It's down to the Waco 40-yard line, or with the market at the Waco 41. Going to bring up 4th down and 7. Once again, they're going to run the play clock down. It looks like they're going to call a timeout, or that or take the penalty. I believe they're going to take the penalty. They're facing fourth down. They're going to move it back 5 yards and then punt the ball.
Yep.
And they look at Waco High. Do you want to accept the penalty, or they're going to walk it off?
Brandon Mayen is going to be punting for Navasota. Number 18 for Waco High, Chase Rhines, back on his own 15-yard line.
Not much of a rush. The left footer gets it off. It's a low wobbly kick that takes a sideways bounce. They're going to die at about the 16-yard line, and Waco's into the field. 7:51 left to go in our contest. Waco High trails 56-14. They scored the last time they got the football because B.J. Whitaker came in at quarterback and ran the ball 79 yards to get them on the lip of the cup.
$30 yards on that last punt by Mayen from Navasota.
And now the Rattlers are trying to get their defense on the field.
Yeah, they had to call a timeout. They only had 10 guys on the field, as they are substituting pretty liberally now, trying to let all their players get in the ball game.
Well, it looks like they brought about 45 players. No sense in putting them back on the bus unless they had a little sweat in their helmet tonight. B.J. Whitaker back at the quarterback spot. Throw in the flat. It's low and just absolutely clocked is the receiver. That's
Knighton.
Zay Johnson.
Yeah, Knighton, defensive cornerback with a big lick there.
Yeah, loss of 2 on the play. He saw that one on film. It was on play. 2nd and 12 from the 14. Zay Johnson, the middle receiver of the 3 to the left side. Whitaker will run the ball around the left side with a little juke move, gets by one Rattler. Now we have a flag thrown somewhere where I don't see anybody, not unless Zay Johnson, or excuse me, Eric Taylor may have grabbed somebody. That's all I can think may have happened. Minus 10 from the 25-yard line at the point of the foul, which takes it back to the 15, so it ends up just being a 1-yard gain on the play. At least I thought it was going to take it back to the 15. They take it back to the 13. Still going to be 2nd down, and it's 13 yards to go for a 1st down. Clock is rolling. Under 7 minutes to play. Whitaker stays on his feet, reverses field, and now has an open field, but a flag has been thrown. It's a foot race again as B.J. Whitaker tries to get it downfield and will get it into the end zone, but this one I think is coming back as there's a flag at the 22-yard line. Didn't see a hold in there anywhere. But apparently someone from Waco High grabbed a white jersey and held on. That's going to negate the big run. Call it a block in the back, not a hold. So it's still 2nd down.
Yeah, we're going to have Jordan Alvarez come on back in and give B.J. Whitaker a breather after that 80-yard run for a touchdown that's got called back.
He should be in the oxygen tent by now.
Whitaker just bided this time, waited for some blocking to set up, and he just took it around. They love running. He loves running around that left side.
Mark it back to the 12-yard line. Ends up being just a 1-yard loss on the play after the block in the back. Still second down, and now it's second down and 14. That's complete out to Jamarian Howard Crawford.
Takevian West, number 86, who just checked into the ballgame, was in on the tackle.
He looks more like a first teamer than a second teamer the way he's played so far. Trying to go deep. Zay Johnson almost came up with it. It could have been he or Eric Taylor, either one, coming up with the football. But it rolls through Zay Johnson's hands, incomplete. He's going to bring up a fourth down.
B.J. Whitaker back in to punt the football for Waco High.
Clock stopped with 5:42 left to play in this one. They're sending nobody back.
Nobody's back this time.
Got a Waco roll to it.
Did it ever.
And we'll go inside the 30-yard line. I like the attempt there by Taylor Freeman to make it go a little further.
48 yards net on that punt.
Waco will start at their 29-yard line with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the, Navasota has the ball. Trying to run off that final 5:27 from their own 29-yard line. See Johnny Ruvakama in one of the tackle positions for the Rattlers. Quarterback Otto takes the ball and just backs his way up to the 32-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
Jimmy Dugas grabbed him by the ankles, was able to knock him down.
He's second down and 7 for Navasota. Yeah, they're doing everything they can to milk the clock here and get on the bus back down Highway 6. Not a whole lot of running room there.
That's Dugas again with the tackle.
Cameron Garrett with that carry. Maybe a yard up to the 33. It's a third down and 6. Evan Otto will send 2 receivers to the right side. Gets the ball snapped with 2 seconds left on the play clock. No receiver available, so he'll run it up the field, get it up to the 37-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play for Otto.
Yeah, Jalen Good's on the bottom of that pile along with Chance Rhines.
It's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 at the 37. Rattlers will punt the ball away.
Brandon Mayen will be punting. for Navasota. Chase Ryan's back deep for Waco.
They're going to end up taking a 5-yard penalty before they punt the ball.
Yeah, they didn't have enough guys on the
clock ran out on them.
They still don't have enough guys out on that. There's no, yeah, now they got 11.
Got to know whether or not you're on the second team punt team. Going to get a sideways bounce out of this one. And picked up at the 48-yard line, and Waco's into the field. Waco High will get the ball with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. It's maybe possibly one of their best field positions of the night to start a drive.
Yeah, 20 yards on the punt. This is their second time they've had the ball, I believe, starting on the 48-yard line.
Jordan Alvarez will once again go out and be the quarterback. Eric Taylor, the wide receiver, to the near side. And Waco High probably going to get flagged for too many men on the field. And off in the backfield. Is that the 22? Is that Hutchings with the ball? No, that's 23. That's LV Marshall.
Chapel with the tackle. He was met with a stone wall there. Two guys just stood him right up as soon as he hit the line of scrimmage.
They call it a loss of 1 on the play. Back to the 47-yard line. Clock continues to roll on. And off to Marshall. He's wrapped up for another loss back to the 45. Loss of 2 on the play. How does that guy get back there that quick?
Well, they shot 6 guys, you know. Think I might just throw a little pass here. I know you're trying to run the clock out, but if they're gonna send extra guys, then you have every right to throw a pass.
We're at the 2-minute warning, 2-minute timeout as they call it in high school. And we invite you to join us next week as Waco High finishes their non-district schedule. But the Rattlers in this one struck early and often. That really didn't give the Lions much of a chance. Fake the handoff, throw to Zay Johnson. He gets away down the sideline to the 35-30 and finally knocked out at about the 25.
Christopher Knighton finally knocking him out of bounds.
All the way down to the Navasota 25-yard line.
You know, with Adrian Johnson's speed and Whitaker's speed, they do have some fast runners on their offensive team.
Picked up 30 yards on that pass play. Hand off to LV Marshall. He's across the 15. Backs his way down to the looks like it's the 14-yard line. 13-yard line is where they're going to mark him and pick up a 12 on the play and another first down. We'll be under a minute after this play. Quick pass, complete to Zay Johnson. I believe he held on to the football. That's a pretty acrobatic catch by Johnson.
Christian Garces, number 55, with the tackle.
Down to the 7-yard line. Pick up a 6 on that one. Marshall's inside the 5, down to about the 3.
Ridden down on the turf by Kane Kessler.
Clock rolling. With 25 seconds left in the game, Waco High trying to maybe get on the scoreboard one more time. LV Marshall goes up the middle and bulls his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run by LV Marshall with 14 seconds left. Gives Waco High something to look at on the film on Saturday.
52-yard drive. That's good late in the game. I'm glad they went ahead and muscled it on in. And on a positive note here late in the game. Rodriguez going to be attempting the extra point.
He's got it between the pipes. 14 seconds to go. Waco High has closed the gap to 56-21. At least I think he hit it because they haven't put the point up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was good. There it is.
56 yards or 52 yards in 7 plays, 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the drive for Waco High. But just 14 ticks left on the clock. Once again, the Rattlers are going to look for the possible onside kick here from Waco High, but kind of a moot point here. Late add to the kicking team for Waco High is Tyler Freeman.
DJ McGinty back on his own 25-yard line waiting Rodriguez's kick here with 14 seconds to go in the ball game.
McGinty will go back and watch it go into the end zone. It'll come out to the 25 where Navasota will most likely just take a snap and drop to a knee. At the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. He does snap it and take the knee, and that'll start the clock rolling. The final 14 seconds on this one. Waco Lions going to lose for the second year in a row to the Navasota Rattlers, this time by a final score of 56-21. And it was a game that was handled by Navasota from the get-go. Many thanks once again to our Leaping Lions production crew for your work tonight. Former broadcast partner Hal Harris and our statistician Paul Comer, I'm Lark Smith reminding you our final score, Navasota 56 and Waco High 21. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.